L. Am I stuck or something? Look like it. All right, welcome back, guys. Kind of weird being in the building. It's a little different. Need to go to Canvas. I just did this earlier, which was weird. I think maybe I have to undo it and put it back. So bizarre. Okay, so we should be, let me share my screen. Everybody should be on Canvas, going to biology, going over to current lessons, and then going down to today. This is the third week, so you're going to click on week 3. It's going to take us to the week we're in, which is right here. So you're on Tuesday. You have a video at the top you can watch on your own. It's about the 4 macromolecules. This page here I want to talk about for a minute has everything on it you're going to need. If we look at this page, it has the 4 macromolecules already arranged on here, and it gives you the monomer polymer, which is going to help you out. So for the carbohydrates, we have a structure. This is a cellular structure. Does anybody know what this cellular structure is? This is a chloroplast. It's in plants. Makes the plant green. Okay, this here is the polymer. A polymer, remember, is many monomers stuck together. So this is one unit of a carbohydrate. You will need to know the structure of a monomer and a polymer for each of the 4 macromolecules. So here it's showing you the structure of the organelle of a chloroplast in a plant. Here is the single unit of a carbohydrate. Here is a long chain of carbohydrates. Nucleic acids, DNA, RNA. You're going to see the polymer here and the monomer here. You're going to see the protein. You're going to see the protein string there, stranded together. That's the polymer, poly meaning many, mono meaning one. Here's the single unit. Here's the multiple units of them stuck together. Lastly, lipids, which are fats. You're going to see the chain of them, and then you're going to see the single monomer, okay? If we go down here to notes, we're going to click on the notes because we're going to talk about carbohydrates today. We're going to break all 4 macromolecules down into pieces. So we have the carbohydrates, the proteins, the lipids, the nucleic acids are all on different days and information. I do need everybody's attention where we are, not on their phones. Phones are not allowed during class time. Okay, if we come down here, we should be at carbohydrates. Everyone should be here at carbohydrates. Since you have your computer sitting right in front of you, or should have. Here is again, the monomer, mono meaning one. Monosaccharide is what it's called. A saccharide is a sugar. So you have a simple sugar, which looks like this picture down here. Then the polymer is 2 or more of those sugars put together, poly meaning many. Here's the monosaccharide, here's the polysaccharide, 1 unit or many chain units. Okay, a carbohydrate, the purpose of a carbohydrate is to give you short-term energy. So if you're a track runner, sometimes you'll have the pasta meal the night before to give you that quick burst of energy to help you get going, right? So carbohydrates are necessary for living organisms, and it allows us to have quick energy right away, which is sugar, converts to sugar. Okay. This is also something that's in plants, which is in the cellulosa plants. We talked about that last time. You'll see here, see they use celery as an option. It's those strands, those fibers inside there that cause it to have cellulose, gives it that strength like it has. They're stored in the liver, and if not used, they turn into fat. That's why your diet should not be a majority of carbohydrates. An example of carbohydrates are sugar and starches. Glucose is a type of sugar. Your body has to have glucose. But what remains unused turns into stored fat. These are some facts. Too much sugar can increase the overall risk of heart disease. If you consume too much sugar over a period of time, not as young children, you shouldn't have heart problems. It's those who get older and continue to have excess of carbohydrates, which leads to obesity, which then leads to some type of heart disease. It's not a good balance of a diet. I love carbohydrates, pasta, bread, not a good thing, but it is the facts. Excess sugar consumption can be linked to higher risk of cancer, and sugar alcohol is toxic for the liver. Here are some examples of carbohydrates. You have starchy vegetables like peas and corn. I love corn. Anybody like corn? Corn on the cob is the best in the summer. You also have beans, any type of beans, fruits. So fruits have high carbs, grains like bread and pasta, 2 of my favorite items, and any sugary food. Not a big fan of sugary food, but I do like grains, pasta, breadsticks, yum. Here is a video as well for you to watch. This video here is talking about the carbohydrates, which we just talked about. Then you have your video on here at the very beginning of the lesson that you need to watch. You're going to start, that's all I'm going to talk about for carbohydrates. This here is a link to your foldable that I need you to do. I did convert this from a PDF to a version you can write on. You'll just have to open it in Docs. Remember, this is my copy, so when you open in Docs, you may have to make your own copy. It tells you that in the directions, which are right here. So it is an assignment. You must complete it. You can either do it on paper, making the true foldable, taking a picture of both sides, or you can fill out this doc here and make that kind of your foldable. Think of it as a study tool, because all of this information is going to be on the test in one way or another. So all of this that's asking for on here needs to be completed in some form or fashion for me to grade it, and it needs to be attached to this assignment. We'll go through each of the 4 macromolecules this week. On Monday, we'll talk about enzymes, which is in addition to the 4 macromolecules, and our plan is to have the test on Wednesday. So Tuesday would be a review. Okay. Remember that you have your project that is due Friday as well. You need to make sure you're working on that. Some people have already turned theirs in and they've done a fantastic job, already have their 50 out of 50. I will suggest that you go look at your grades. I still have several people who turned in very few assignments, if any, and unfortunately that's already put you in a position of having a failing grade in this class, which is impossible to come back from if you don't turn assignments in. You guys need to get the assignments turned in. And I think that's all I have for you today. So you should be watching the 2 videos, you should be working on the foldable, and you should be working on your project to get it turned in. Any questions? Online people, any questions? If you do not have any questions, you're free to go. Yes. I can't hear you. You definitely don't want that. Joshua, did you have a question about this comment? I'm not sure what that means. Okay. All right. See you guys later. Have a good day. No. What's your question, Jada? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Did you?
One of the on the project that you had gave us, you said you wasn't sure what it was, and you had gave us the option to put down facts, and that's what I did, and I got a 10 out of 50 for it.
No. You had to do the whole assignment.
Oh, okay.
It had 5 parts to it, and you did 1 out of the 5. So you get 10 points for 1 out of 5 parts. You have to do the whole project. Good question. Thank you. You can fix it and then turn it back in.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Have a good day, guys.